Matter of fact, I bought them. I so it was Mother's Day. I do believe it was like a week after because I was supposed to do it on a Saturday when I got paid, but yeah, I totally forgot until like the next week, and it was a Mother's Day gift for Sarah. But I made sure that her and her daughter was involved, not just her. So I bought two bouquet flowers for them, six apiece, so there's 12. But they were, what was it, yellow and some other color? But it was a mixture. It wasn't just red flowers, it was a mixture of different colors of roses. And then I gave them a card. It signed my name, Sincerely Ryan, the rock star. So they already got an autograph. The second one I've done. So the first one, Haley, your son got on a basketball, jackass. But April Umble was fucking Gary. Gary was fucking you in the same bed. How nasty are you? But April didn't tell you, let you know, because isn't Gary a dirty motherfucker? Yeah, Jason sleeping with everybody. But he still wants his baby mama's back, right? But he's sleeping with everybody. How dirty is that? Pretty dirty, don't you think? And look at his race. Because only their race do it. They want somebody back, but they sit there and fuck everybody, right? But you don't see him fucking nobody black. It's only white people. You know why? Because they can use and abuse. They feel they can use and abuse the white girl because the white girl don't have the same attitude as the black females do. The reason why black men, black boys, they're not men because they want to sit there in domestic violence. Men are ones that walk away from the ladies hitting them. That's a man. Boy sits there in domestic violence towards them. If you're a man, you walk away from it. That's why I'm still a man, because I've never laid a hand on a female, and I never will, because I don't respect that, and that's not me. Never will do that, because my grandmother and my grandparents installed not to hit females. It's respect. Just ask Brianna LeBreton when she hit me 20 times on the face. I looked at her, is that all you got, bro? And I said, you need to leave me the fuck alone, and I walked away. She went to jail that night because she bit a cop. Felony charge. I went for an hour walk, came back because she was getting arrested because she bit a cop. Brie LeBreton. And Eric Cody, you can go fuck yourself too, bitch. Christopher Pinkham told you to shut your fucking mouth. Didn't you fuck Brie LeBreton and Kaylee and the cousins at the same time, Eric Cody? And then you also hit me in the face in the concert, but there was 8 of us that went, and when I turned around, you left. You was gone because Curtis Winslow looked at you and said, I don't think you know he's here with 8 other fucking people. That was not the best move. And you ran like a bitch because when I turned around, you was nowhere to be found. And the only reason you did that is because Curtis Winslow, it was Curtis Winslow, Craig Winslow, Ricky Braun, and we went to an Incubus concert. And nobody was on the dance floor. So we went down and we started the mosh pit, and I was the only one that did crowd surfing. But nobody was on the floor until we got there, and we started the mosh pit ourselves. And I was pinballing, and I was sweating bullets, so I took my shirt off, and the female that you was with came and basically trying to grind on me and shit like that. I was like, bro, I'm too busy in the mosh pit. And then you sucker punched me when I was in the mosh pit. I went to turn around and said, it? You was gone. Because Curtis Winslow said, dude, that was not the smartest idea. He's with 8 other fucking people. And Eric Cody, I'd smash your fucking teeth out, boy. You're a fucking cokehead. You're a drug junkie. Aren't you the one when I gave Michaela money to go to Portland? Aren't you the one that you and your girlfriend wasn't, and then you was like, give me some more money. Right, Eric Cody? You're a loser. And Christopher Pinkham, if he was still here, none of this would come above. Because he would have told you to shut your fucking mouth. She's a fucking clown just like you. Stupid people believe bullshit, and idiots spread the fucking shit. You're a fucking faggot, you're a moron, boy. But don't you have criminal record? Aren't you a multiple felons? Haven't you gone to prison for beating up females? Like I said, you're not on my level, you never will be. Why are you guys all trying to be like this guy? Why are you trying to be all like me? Because I'm the best damn in the fucking world. You know why? Because I don't need drugs to motivate and inspire myself and have initiative to get up and I get to go to work. I don't got to work. I get to go to work. There's some people that want to work but they can't because of discrimination and bullshit, right? I get to go to work. I don't got to go because I get money regardless. I get to go to work. So if you guys install that kind of attitude, your days will go better because you get to go to work. You don't got to work. You got to work to have a business of life. You can have life, but how are you going to be living your life if you don't work? The world is revolved around money. If you don't work, you're not going to be living your life. You're going to have life, but you won't be living a life. A human is a car, just like a car. Because you put mileage on your car. You put mileage. The older you don't get old, you get older and wiser. Last year, 4-0, right? Now I'm 4-1. Reverse psychology, 14. I stay young at heart because the way that you guys say older. I'm getting too old. That's negative energy, negative towards yourself. So within 3 to 5 years of giving yourself a negative attention, how do you think your car is gonna? How do you think it's gonna circulate? Because you're giving your brain, you're giving your mind bad intentions, you're giving it bad energy. So within, your car fails you because you're giving it a negative vibe. So, like, I don't celebrate my birthday because when you celebrate your birthday, you're telling your mind how to run in 3 to 5 years. Your car fails you. Because you guys all think, oh, I'm getting older. You're getting older, but you're not old. You're older and wiser. You know, because last year, right? Your birthday comes and you get older, yes. But you get wiser because of that. Before the year, you know what not to do because you learned from a year before that, right? So you get wiser. You know what not to do, not to do, because you grew wiser, knowledge, and you realize, guys, I've been emancipated since I was 14 years old, and I am 4-1 now, right? So I've already seen everything. So it's like people need new knowledge, new fashion, new styles, bro, because it's all old shit. It's all the same shit. I've already learned this shit like when I was a little kid. So now I'm trapped in a fake fucking world with a bunch of spoiled little fucking brats. Because now back in the day, we didn't have computers. We didn't get bribed to go to school. We didn't get computers. Now in 8th grade, you get bribed. If you go to school, we give you a computer, a laptop. We didn't have that back in the day. If we didn't go to school, we got our fucking ass handed to us. If we backtalked, let alone parents, I didn't have parents. But the older generation, if we even talked back to them, we got our ass handed to us. Now today, you can't discipline your kid, so the kid can say fuck you, and there's no discipline. So how, if you can't respect elders, you can't even respect yourself, let alone elders. You need to respect elders so you can respect yourself. But back in the day, they were on set making movies. They were on set. What's his name? Yeah, but it's Mr. Rogers. You have the fake one now, but when I was born, right, it was the original Mr. Rogers. Now all you got on TV is fake ass shit, fake news, fake publicity stunt. It's all reruns, boy. I was here when they was putting that on set. And John Lynch is putting fake ass shit on TV because he thinks it's going to be easier to control the world. John Lynch, you fucked up going against this one. I'm a better safety than you ever would be. If the only way you got a championship is because Tony Dungy made that team before he went to the Colts, and Warren Sapp carried you through that championship because you was a shitty ass fucking safety. So, like I said, and I keep on saying, playmakers who took money from them because they were putting real stuff on TV, and then you, stuck up motherfucker you is, you say, oh, you can't put that on TV because that's what we really do. Okay then why can't we put it on TV? Because you know he was taking steroids and shit for football, right? But why can't people put it on TV? Oh, because you're hiding behind lines, behind enemy lines, right? You're a fake ass motherfucker. I'm over here being real. I've always been real. Do you feel me? We were real in the back of the day. Now I'm trapped in a fucking fake ass world with fake ass fucking humans. Because you're making the humans fake. You're trying to get them addicted to drugs because now it's easier to control them when they're on drugs, and you're pissed off at me because you can't get me on drugs because you want control over me. You're not gonna get control over me. I have a creator, and his name is God. Not my mother, not my father, because he could have easily took my life, but he's put me and saved me, right? The surgeon saved my fucking life. But if God wasn't with me, and yeah, I had a will and I fought my fucking life like I always do. I battled back from the seizures 7 years ago. And Matt, I said I had a seizure 7 years ago, you jackass. But you seem to think I had it 3 years ago, right? Yeah, fucking stupid kids. I told you straight to the face. Shut your fucking mouth and you don't fucking know nothing. Oh, well, I thought you just had a seizure. Well, go into my YouTube and it will tell you I had a seizure 7 fucking years ago. But you're so stuck up in your own fucking way, you fucking weasel, that you think I had it. Nah, bro. If you're gonna run your mouth, make sure you have facts and proof behind what you say. Because I did not say I had seizure 3 years ago. I had it 7 years ago. And do you guys understand that I saw a ghost? And the ghost I saw was Jason Averill? Because Adam Brett set me up in the fucking house that he committed suicide on. because of drug overdose? Do you guys realize that I had a relapse? And then after the relapse, got fed moxicillin, got fed Suboxone, got fed drugs. Because everyone knew I was smarter than them, and they were afraid of Michaela was like, yeah, I'm afraid of him because I want all his money, and I know he's got, I know he has it to go get it, so I'm gonna get in his way so he don't get it. He's gonna sign my birth certificate for Ian's kid, and I was gonna have his money. No, you're not, Michaela. But you're still sitting there trying to run your mouth. But like I said, your father, Corey Sargent, wrote, because I said, what the fuck is your problem? Why the fuck you? And he was like, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. And I made sure I fucking posted that on my Facebook. But Mike Sargent, you want to fucking keep on sitting there lying? So it just tells everyone how fake you guys are and how conniving you are. And then you want to message and say, oh, you mad? You mad? My bills are paid. Who the fuck did you rip off? You're a prostitute, so you must have slept with a whole bunch of people to get your money right. And you have diseases too, huh? Crackhead. Like, you guys are stupid, bro. If you guys were anything on my level, you would have known going on social media and making me up would have gave me the world. But you're trying to get in my way to get where I go. But adversity will make the book and chapters longer. So when I get to where I want to get to, and when I get to where I want, it's just going to be a bigger story to tell everyone. I have a hell of a fucking story. But you fear my potential because you know that I strive to get where I want to go at. But you try to get in my way. It's only adversity and opinions that you guys run your mouth about is a reflection of you, not me. You guys know I don't do drugs. You guys know I don't do crack. You know I don't do nothing. But you guys still want to run your fucking mouth, right? It's the opinions of you and shit that you guys do. You do coke, crack, whatever the fuck you want to, but your opinion is a reflection of you and what you do. Has nothing to do with me. So guinea pigs, sit there and be accountable for your actions. You'll learn and you'll grow. But until then, you'll never grow, you'll never learn from, you say mistakes. They're not mistakes because you keep doing it. A mistake is you do it once and you learn and don't ever do it again. That's a mistake. But if you keep on doing it 10 times and you still, and that's your excuse. I fucked up, sorry. That's an excuse. You keep fucking doing it, it's not a mistake. It's you being fucking dumb and you know what you're doing, but you don't give a fuck about nobody but your goddamn self. And you don't care about yourself, so how can you care about somebody else? Because if you cared for somebody, if you cared for yourself, you wouldn't be fucking manipulating, you wouldn't be lying to people. And if you respect yourself and care about yourself, you wouldn't be fucking doing it to other people, now would you? Fucking Mike Sargent, outside the door yelling and screaming because I said, Michaela, I don't want you. Corey Sargent, you came in the tavern and said, she broke up with Ian, she wants you back. I don't care. I don't want her back. Get lost. And then you want to make me up in the tavern? And Peter and his wife got divorced because Peter, he's a fucking good man. He owned the tavern for how many years? But she wanted to sit there and she got caught cheating and yeah, he walked up and caught her fucking in their bed and cheating on him. So that's why Peter filed for a divorce, because he didn't want to go digger to get his business. And he was on a cane and everything. Dude, he gave that girl everything that fucking she wanted, and she still wanted to cheat on him. She's a gold digger. Dirty one at that. They're all dirty once you're a gold digger. All the females want now is money. The fuck? Money don't make a relationship. Communication and the love makes a relationship. Now, back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, the ladies stayed home and took care of the family while the men, the gentlemen, went out and made money for the household. Now, the boys stay home and the ladies go to work. How backwards is that? And then back in the day, you guys were bitching about going to work, but in reality, the ladies had the toughest job at home because they were dealing with kids, dealing with the household shit that had to be paying bills. They were a secretary paying the bills. The dude would go and make money, go there, here you go, pay all the bills. They'd pay all the bills, and they wouldn't pay money on a different shit. And they would sit there and pay the bills, and whatever extra money they had, if they had extra money, they would sit there and be watching. And if their man was struggling, here you go, babe. You just got done paying all the bills, and I know you have no money, but I have a little extra. Here's your here's some money for the week. Like it would, because you had them. They saw you struggling. They would give you allowance. Here you go, baby. You just paid all the bills, so here's some money for you the week. And that's how we did it back in the day. Oh, give you another fun fact. 1983, Portland, Maine was the capital of Maine. Now it's Augusta, Maine. So, yeah, look it up if you don't believe me, jackasses. 1983, Portland, Maine. My city, Portland, is a city. That's my city where I was born from. And then I went to Connecticut for 9 years? Because the first year I was in an incubator that's what saved my life. First 9 months of my life I was in an incubator. And then I went from the hospital to Connecticut, Bristol, Connecticut. So the style you get is from Connecticut. Ice Cube and Eazy-E, the police brutality, it's all over again. We've already 14 and I am 4-1 now. So what's that tell you? The world's already done a complete circle. And we're still right now because nobody wants anything. You're running your fucking mouth and you're being lazy. Just because you want to be lazy and do nothing with yourself doesn't mean I got to be lazy and do nothing with myself. That's on you. I do my thing. I go and get it. I'm a go-getter. I'm not a loser. Once you ask Tammy and Little Caesars, they will tell you Ryan's a very fucking smart and intelligent motherfucker. Plus, he comes in here and busts his ass every fucking day. So they don't understand it. They don't know how. But they're like, Ryan, dude, I don't know how you do it. But you are the only fucking one that you're not a tope, you're nothing like that. But the way you are, bro, you'll go hard and keep going, keep going, keep going. I showed Tammy the video of the cops harassing me. And yeah, she and Eric were laughing their ass off because I talked to the cops, to the pigs, and tell them to go fuck off. It's pretty sad when we have cops, our pigs, don't even know the amendments. So why are they in charge? You go to school, right? You swear under oath to protect and serve. You're not protecting and serving. You're causing chaos and mayhem to fill your ego and your fucking pockets. Once you shut the hell up and go and make some fucking paper, cut some trees down, make paper so the bills can, and you know, and I can't remember what year it was. 1971 is when the money started going downhill. It hit. It was literally off. 1974 is when the paper money, turned out to be shit because they took it off the gold list. Back in the day, paper money was money because they were making more money than they were spending. Now they're spending more money than they're making. Why do you think everyone's struggling? It's because they're spending money, but they're not making any. You know, the law enforcement, when they were basically back in the day, they were on call. They come and defuse the problem. They would come and take the person that was causing the issue and took them away. Now they cause chaos and mayhem within themselves, but they make their own rules as they go. They don't obey the law. They think writing a book is the law because they're in charge. They're not in charge. We, the civilians, are, because we pay them to do a job they're not fucking doing. They don't pay us to work. Why do you think all the pedophiles and the meth heads are out? It's because they use them to put the drugs on land. Because when you're addicted to drugs, it's easier to control you. And they're pissed off at me because they can't get me on drugs, or they can't control me. No, they can't. I have confidence, and they cannot, because can't is not in the vocabulary. It's not in the dictionary. It's cannot. And you guys say can't do something because you guys are lazy as fuck and use can't as an excuse. To pass the ASVAB, it's never the longest answer, never the shortest answer. It's always in between. A is the longest. D is the shortest. B is the mid-range. And the shortest is C. What's your dominator? It's B. Don't be so fucking bold. That's the answers. So if you don't know an answer, look at it. And law enforcement, you work just like a bank, but it's reverse psychology. You write a ticket, you sign the ticket first. You're the original signer. We're just a co-signer to your bullshit ticket that you wrote. Reverse psychology. Business of the banks. You go in to get a loan. You need a co-signer to get the loan if you have no credit. So when the original signer and then you co-sign, you get the loan. Again, reverse psychology. Banks wouldn't be businesses if it wasn't for the humans, for the civilians putting their money in the bank. But do you realize the bank makes money off the people that puts money in the bank? Because they let people borrow the money that the people put the money in. So if you never saved money, banks would not ever be open because there won't be it's a business of life, bro. And the biggest issue we're having is because doctors and the law enforcement, the medical field and law enforcement are so stuck up. They think they know everything, which they don't know nothing. The medical field, they put people on drugs. They're working for the law enforcement, just like the law enforcement have the meth heads working for the law. Dude, I know so much information. You guys are just pissed because I'm the one that has the intel, not you. But like I said, the world goes around, right? I know where my mission is. I know what I'm meant to do, and I'm meant to lead, and I'm gonna get my mission done. So we can all live and be eagles and fly high. And leave it to us if you want to be sour Karens, you have a choice. Right now you don't have a choice and you can't choose. You cannot choose because they're doing it for you. It should be up to you if you want to be a winner or a loser. Not up to the law enforcement. Law enforcement make money because they run off their quotas. So they put innocent people in jail because the more they put people in jail, the more money they make. They make plenty of money. And then they want to bitch and complain because they're officers get killed. Well, I'm going to tell you something. They get killed because you have an ego issue and you're on a power trip. If you go in there with an attitude, your ego so far skyrocket up your ass, and you give nasty attitudes, what do you think's going to happen? You got to respect people so they give you respect back. It's not you sit there and disrespect us and then we're supposed to bow down like cowards and yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And no, bro. We don't need to do that. We're civilians. You work for us, not the other fucking way around, pigs. And all I smell is bacon. Oink oink. Pigs. Easy in Ice Cube with police brutality. You guys don't have a clue. You guys need new intel, new swag, you need new information. Come on, man. You're just pissed off because Rockstar has his own swagger. I have got swag. I can go to the dollar store and pick $1 friggin' shorts and still pull it off just because I have that much swag on me, bro. I have more bags than you. But that don't make me better than anyone. That just means I made better decisions than any of you. So now I and God put me to power to get the world back to being real, not fake. Because we're so fucking sick of these fucking clowns. We want egos to fly and soar high. Because that's what the flag stands for. It stands for freedom and family. We are allowed to go get it. If we are go-getters, we're allowed to do that. And you guys don't understand. Either you win your day or you lose your day. If you lose your day and you keep losing your day, you become a loser. But if you sit there and win more days than you lose, because life is nothing but up and downs. Because you win your day, you have a good day, you have a bad day. You have a good day, you have a bad day. But if you win most of your days, you'll always be a winner. You're going to lose a couple of days. But if you have 15 good days, what do you think's going to transpire when you only have one bad day? You're not going to lose everything. You might lose something, but you're not going to lose everything. So a positive attitude will get you much further than a negative attitude to yourself. Like I said, you guys need to hear and listen the fuck up, because I'm the one with the information to put these law enforcement back to school. I'm old school, motherfucker. And this new school shit don't mean shit to me. Spoiled little fucking brats. Handed everything. Bribing. Dude, like, what the fuck? Go back to school. Learn something.